Welcome to the Zak
and Buzz Review. So Buzz, what have you brought in today?
Right, well, what we're reviewing today is something, again, that is close to my heart. As you know, I'm a bit of a woodsman.
Yep.
I like to go out and do wild camping.
Bushcraft.
And all that jazz. And I needed a new sleeping bag.
Okay, so that's why you brought it.
Boom, that's what we got. Okay.
Oh, nice. It's nice and camouflage. That's cool.
Right. Well, actually, when I purchased this particular one, I expected it to come in an olive green compression case, and it's arrived in a camo, which I'm really quite happy about. I wonder why. And I'm wondering if the actual bag inside, which again I was expecting to be olive green, is going to come out camo, because when I ordered this on the website, and I ordered this is a DD Jura 2. When I ordered this from the DD website, again, it didn't give you an option. It did show a picture of a camo one, but it didn't give you an option.
Okay. So is it a respected brand?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people within the bushcraft community especially use the DD tarps for making camps.
Yeah.
And what it was that got me to buy this one, okay, if you just bear with me a second, is that I have an issue with sleeping bags. Okay, now for many years, and you've been out with me as well.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but maybe we should share.
We've ended up just literally sleeping underneath a blanket because...
And why is that?
The problem I have is the width of my shoulders, and it's trying to get the sleeping bag zipped up is a nightmare, and you get into the sleeping bag.
The thing I think it's something to do with the genetics, because I'm starting to feel that sleeping bags, I'm getting wide shoulders.
You're starting to get, like your dad, you're starting to get wider. And so I've had a lot of sleeping bags over the years, and my previous one is actually an ex-British Army one, which was fine.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And I like the central zip. I always struggle with a side zip. I like a central zip. But again, I was having an issue where my good old trusty British Army bag, I was sort of like getting it to about chest height and struggling to get the zip past that. And then in the middle of the night, or in the early hours, if you want to go for a wild wee, let's say, you get yourself out of the bag, and then it's an absolute night, and you give up. You don't try and get back into it again. So
the sleeping bag.
So the sleeping bag. So what I did was I actually put out on social media a little message asking for people to recommend bags, and I had quite a few bags that were recommended, and the DD seemed to come out for me on top.
Okay.
Size wise, it's probably about the same sort of size as I'm used to as with my British Army one, when it's in its compression bag.
Plastic little things on the side.
Yeah, that's all pretty.
You don't want to force them too much because you don't want them to break.
No, they're all pretty standard. The thing with the bag is that it's not a small bag.
No.
Yeah, it's not. It's a lump, but then I kind of had to compromise because I couldn't seem to find a small bag that compresses down.
Yeah. That's
going to fit me. Right. You know. So, but anyway, this one is recommended, and this one is the extra large. Okay, so this is the DD Jura 2 extra large.
So we're going to put that to the test.
Now, I say extra large. Most of the bags that I've tried going to places like Go Outdoors and things have been large.
Right.
And I haven't managed to get comfortably to fit in them. And at Go Outdoors, I didn't find one single one on offer which was extra large. This one is extra large, and in the specs it's designed for somebody 6'2". Now I'm 5'10", but it's not the height, as I say, it's the width.
Shoulders, yeah.
And plenty of times when I've been doing costume fittings for different films, etc., I'm in the costume department, and they've said to me, you know, your upper body should be on somebody who's 6'2".
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
But hey, what can I do about it? So anyway, here is the bag, and I'm very keen to open this.
What would it normally cost to buy a sleeping bag?
Well, that's quite a thing, because
a good quality sleeping bag.
I'm hoping this is going to be a good quality sleeping bag, and this one I purchased it for £79
on
the nose,
all right.
free postage. from the DD website.
Okay.
Okay. £79.
Because I know at Go Outdoors and places like that, and retailers, that sometimes these sleeping bags can be over £100.
Oh, I was recommended. I was honestly, I was recommended a couple of bags of being really good bags, and I looked them up on the internet at the. And they came in over 200. One of them was nearly £300.
That's too much. That's too much.
I am not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not spending that kind of money on a sleeping bag. No.
Well, if you're going to send it to us for us to review, then maybe we'll use it.
If you want to send me a £200 to £300 sleeping bag to review, that's fine.
You've got a sleeping bag. I need one.
He needs a sleeping bag. So anyway, let's start unbagging this.
Okay.
Okay. So on my other sleeping bag, I have the restraining straps to get the compression bag down. But but this one has got the clips, which my other one hasn't. So that's quite nice. You can just unclip it.
Yep.
Right. So that seems to be the bottom because that's fixed. The top is off.
Okay.
Ooh, look, we've got
labels.
We've got labels. Okay. Let's just pop those off. There you go.
Sorted.
Let's just pop the plastic on that. So we'll look at that in a bit.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like the bag is camo.
I can't see it. It's not on the table.
Yeah, I can't find my bag.
Where is this sleeping bag you speak of?
Yay. Right, compression bag. Stick it over.
Brilliant.
It's already starting to fill out. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh wow! Okay.
So we got a central. Look at the width on it. I'm loving the width. Let's please fit me. Right, so we've got a little Velcro strap on the top.
That's always handy. You don't want
look, it's got a nice.
To unzip during the night.
Lovely hood on it.
I'm liking the width of that.
Yeah, the width is looking nice. Nice big fat zip. Which is great.
I always find that on sleeping bags that sometimes the zip can always get caught and then it can break.
Yeah, it kind of pinches out. That's a good point because you tend to get caught on the nylon inside of the sleeping bag. This one they've actually got a good strong flange on it underneath the.
Is that the name of that?
That's what it is. On both sides of the zip's got a flange.
It's a funny name.
I'll call it a flange anyway.
Flange.
Look, and it's not catching on anything.
That's good.
So smooth.
That is good. That is good.
So smooth.
So is this an all-season sleeping bag?
I would say it was all season. I mean, again, in the summertime, sometimes I don't even bother with a sleeping bag.
It feels quite thick.
Obviously, this has been compressed, so it needs to get the air into it. And sometimes if you know what it's like in a tent.
Yeah.
It can be cool outside. But even with a little bit of sunlight, a tent can get really warm inside. But this one I think is rated down to -5. But I tend to be quite, don't take this the wrong way, a hot kind of person. So I don't,
You're quite durable.
Yeah, so I like cold weather. I'm not found shivering in my tent, I'm quite, my inner core temperature seems to stay up quite well.
So what's this section for the feet?
Right, let's swing this into view. What's this? Now this is probably what, as well as the extra large size, this kind of nailed it for me. Because this bag is also designed to make it easier to get into a hammock.
Right.
Hammock camping isn't something that I have got a hammock.
Maybe we'll have to review a hammock.
Yeah, we'll have to do some hammock reviews. I do have a hammock and I love my hammock, and I spend time, in the summertime if I'm at camp and I've strung my hammock up just resting in it, but I've never actually particularly used the hammock for any duration of camping. So I tend to be ground based. I like sleeping on the ground. Yeah. But I will, and this is meant to help with the hammock. Now, have you tried to get into a sleeping bag in a hammock? No. Well, it's a bit of a nightmare. Obviously, with a hammock, you can have an outer hammock bag, which insulates the underside of the hammock. But if you get into the hammock and you're trying to get into your sleeping bag, nightmare. But this one has got a waterproof foot on it, which means that you can actually get into the bag, and we're going to test this out. You get into the bag standing up. Right. So if you've got wet ground, Okay, this
It doesn't.
it doesn't.
It protects the
protects
sleeping
the bag. You can step into the bag with this on the ground, zip
Yeah.
it up, and then sit yourself into your hammock.
That's a
and
good.
just,
That's a really good
and
idea.
then just flip your legs up.
Oh, I like that.
And
Yeah.
this is all waterproof and washable. And I'm going to check this out as well before it escapes. I'm going to zip it all the way down because I'm sure the spec said it's waterproof on the inside as well.
Aha!
Aha! And it is. You see, because
Oh, brilliant.
the company's video on this actually said that, of course, what you can do is to save having your boots stay. If you're in a hammock and you've got to take your boots off and they're going to be, you know, on the floor or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can literally step into this in your boots because it's waterproof.
Right.
You can clean this out.
You don't
afterwards.
necessarily want to put big muddy boots in it, though.
Well, you say that, but a lot of the time, if you're camping and if it's cold, etc., I have put my boots in the bottom of my bivvy bag before.
Right.
A bivvy bag is a bag that goes over the top of your sleeping bag.
Again, another thing we'll have to review.
Yeah. So bivvy bags are fun. So anyway, so this is it. Waterproof boot end, extra large. Buzz is very happy because because it's got a flange. Woohoo! And there we go. Make sure that's zipped in.
Yep.
It's got its flange and it's also, the zip actually undoes at the bottom.
Oh, okay, so that kind of helps.
So it's got a double zip at the bottom. And I just
Need to line that up.
Need to line that up. Everybody loves a good zip. There you go. We'll get it up. It's me, not the bag at this point. Okay, first issue is getting the zip done up at the bottom. I don't actually know why it's got this double zip.
Maybe it's so you can keep the sleeping bag on you, but to take your feet out. Would that make sense?
I don't know. I'll have to give it a try. But I am not. Yeah,
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Took a couple of seconds, but we managed it.
Yeah, there we go. So anyway, right. So sleeping bag zip with its flange.
You love saying flange.
Flange, yes. I think we need to, and obviously up at the hood end, we have a cinching cord, so we can cinch up the hood around your head. Yeah,
And look like a worm, a camouflaged worm.
basically, this type of central zip bag is called a mummy bag for obvious reasons. So we're going to try this out now.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do.
I'd also like to point out, obviously we're outside. If you can hear chainsaws, we've got somebody out in the woods that's chopping up some trees at the moment. That's what living in the country is all about. Okay. So anyway, let's get into position and see if Buzz can get into the bag. Right. Well, here I am with my bag. I've also noticed it's got two handy pockets as well on the inside,
useful.
which is useful because when you get in there and you want to stick your mobile phone or something in there. Anyway, put it open. Let's just see if I can get in the bag. Now I've got my boots on and I don't care because it's got a waterproof boot ending on it.
That really seems to be the main feature that kind of really sells it.
Yeah. I like that. I'm in. But can I zip it up?
It's time to cocoon.
Oh, we're going up.
Just look how he blends into the background.
Right. I'm already feeling that there is room in this.
That's good. That's very good. Well, it's just wrapping around your shoulders, isn't it? That's really good.
Just getting the inner zip. Right, I'll tell you what, if I just stick the Velcro on it.
Yeah, that might help. Oh wow, I can't see you anymore. You're blending into the background. Oh, that's fantastic. I really like that.
I've actually got room in here for once
Yeah.
to move my arms.
That's amazing.
I can actually move my arms, man. That's it. There we go. Jeez.
Notice how you didn't need to ask for my help to do that up.
Yeah, because I said beforehand, I said, can you be ready to give me a hand if I'm struggling?
But you're not.
Well, look, I've got width. I've got width.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I can cinch this up as well. Right. Ta-ta! I'm in my sleeping bag. So in this position, I'll then sit back into my hammock.
Yeah.
And get in the hammock. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lay down.
Okay.
So here goes Buzz. But this is great. Look, I can actually get out of this. There we go. Right. Here I am. This is great. I've actually got room.
Ta-da!
Just cinching myself in here. Cinching myself in here. There's loads of toggles. I'm lost for toggles here. There's so many. There's so many toggles.
As long as you know how to get out of it again, it's fine.
Yeah. Look, I've got toggles here. These ones to pull it in around the. Yeah. So I have got no constriction across my shoulders at all.
Brilliant.
Phew, flipping Ray, as they say.
Is it comfortable?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm obviously getting warm in it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got no issues with this at all. No. Okay. That's fine. Coming back down. This is where I struggle normally. We're fine. It's the quickest I think I've ever got into a bag recently. That's a thumbs up from Buzz. Woohoo!
And it's a thumbs up from Zak too.
Right, let's go to the table and discuss this. And so, it was actually the first bag I've had in ages that I've actually been able to get into.
So you're happy with it?
I'm happy. Now, I could say it is a bit long for me, being that this is built for somebody who's 6'2" and I'm 5'10", but it's the width, and I don't mind that extra length on it.
Yeah.
It's fine. The amount of cinch that you've got around the outer part of the hood, and it's also, as I discovered after I tried it on, it's got an inner cinch lines as well.
So is that to kind of go around your kind of neck area?
Yeah, around the neck and the head. Absolutely fantastic. The only thing I found, as you saw in the video earlier, there was a little bit of a fiddle at the zip at the bottom of this zip here. I think that was just me. Yeah, this is
just
me.
Getting used to the new zip.
Yeah, just getting used to the new zip. Which leaves us one last thing to do.
And what's that?
Get it back in its stuff bag.
Okay, now this is the real test.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this is cool because obviously this has been on the.
Okay. So stuff bag.
Right. Stuffing it back in.
I'll let you do it because if you're camping by yourself, you're going to need to be able to do this.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't normally be sitting at a table doing it for starters. So anyway, what you tried it on as well?
Yeah.
Off camera. So.
Well, I'm a lot thinner, so it was very, very roomy for me. It felt a lot like a duvet. Like I was cuddled up in bed, and I think, to be honest, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's camo. I didn't order camo.
So the features you like about it are the fact that you can step in it and then go in a hammock.
Yep. I think we're going to have to bring it down into the bench.
You like the width. Did I say you like the camouflage?
Yeah, the space.
Yeah.
I like
space.
I like the way it's put together.
Cords.
Yep.
I say the only thing was the zip. You had a bit of an issue there, but it wasn't really an issue because it's absolutely fine.
That's just me being fiddly.
Yeah. And he seems to be able to be stuffing it in quite merrily.
Yeah, I mean this is a big bag. once it's been let loose.
Yeah. You kind of got to compress it down to make sure all the air comes out of it. Because that's the thing, it was quite well insulated as well.
Yeah. As I say, it's meant to go down to -5. I've camped out a -7 on top of Ben Nevis before during the springtime.
Oh yeah? Are we comparing this? -14 Scout survival camp in the snow. In a bivvy, a made shelter.
-26 in the Arctic Circle in Finland.
Okay, he wins.
I win. Okay, it's in his bag. We're just got to get the hood on it.
Okay.
So let's see how this works. Okay, I can see that coming over.
You have to kind of extend the buttons.
Well, I'm
here.
going to just extend the straps on this side.
Okay.
Just to get it into position.
Now hopefully all going well, all these straps will hold as we compress it down.
Yeah. So pull that over a bit more.
They seem quite durable.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I wouldn't normally be doing it at a table. Normally, I'd just be doing it probably on the floor in camp.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Happy?
Buzz is 2 thumbs happy. Yeah.
And because you're happy about your sleeping bag, I'm happy for your sleeping bag as well.
Yeah. So, if you're a guy who may be struggling because he's wide in the shoulders, you know, the DD Jura 2, I'm glad people recommended it to me online, and I am really happy with the size. It's a bonus that it's camo because I like the camo. Yeah. So yeah, £79.
Great quality, great quality.
£79, I can't argue with that.
Is it worth it?
£79, yes. I mean, I can't wait to actually get it out and trial it in camp, but what's a sleeping bag do? It keeps you warm. This one, I mean, I was just warm when we were testing it out. No, absolutely, no. It's a sleeping bag. A good value sleeping bag, well-made sleeping bag. It's got all the features I want and it's not too big.
Definitely recommended then.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a review on the DD Jura 2, I hope that's helped you out to decide whether you want to buy one or not. But for me, I can't fault it so far. I'm going to try it out in camp. That just means sleeping in it, basically.
Yeah.
There you go.
Amazing.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next review.
Please like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next one.